Hello, and welcome to Cardboard and Plastic. Today I'm going to go over a few of my collections that I'm working on. I have tons of different projects, too many projects, and I really got to start to narrow and focus on things. And one of the things I've been working on, and I'll show you this one first, is my Hank Aaron run. So I want to get all his base cards. And some of these I graded myself, purchased raw the majority. A couple I did purchase. And the one I did purchase, I saw this, it was on the Net 54 forums. And this card has beautiful centering. I mean, each of the corners has touches on them. But the centering, the color, the registration of this card is beautiful. It's a PSA 4 for 1955 tops. This card has probably gone up about $200 to $300 since I bought it, so I'm actually glad that I got that one, and really hard to find a card like this raw to grade. I was looking. This one I did buy raw. I got graded recently with CSG, and if you're OCD about labels, this is going to really cause you some issues watching this video. This is one of my favorite cards. I think this is my favorite Hank Aaron. Well, I got to say that because I have to get the rookie, and the rookie I'm going to purchase eventually. And this got a 4.5, but the centering of this card is beautiful. And again, the reasoning is the corners. Now, my first order, I completely agreed how CSG graded. I have a grade reveal coming later, probably this week or next week. CSG uses registered mail for USPS, so it takes forever to get here. So it's in San Francisco right now, so hopefully it gets to me later this week or early next week. And those grades, some of them are a little bit higher than I expected. And there was a couple of cards that got a full 2 to 3 grades higher than I expected. So with CSG, I'm going to use them again, but I got to really evaluate how they grade. This card I bought. I did not grade this one. I just saw it and the centering was gorgeous, so I just had to have this card. The price was right. This card I bought in a lot. I did grade myself. Now with PSA, the reason I'm not grading with them anymore is maybe I will eventually. It has nothing to do with our company. All the companies got slammed during the 2021, 2020 time period when everybody got back into collecting during COVID. And CSG just got more slammed than everybody else. SGC, they got backlogged and people were very upset about how they were grading. And then they finally got things under control, but when they got slammed, they got like a couple of 100,000 cards, so they could get out of it. PSA just did not have the opportunity to get out of it. I mean, people were saying 10, 12 million cards in the backlog, right? So eventually I will use them, but for me to use a grading company, the price has to be right. CSG I was grading for $11, and also the turnaround time has to be right. So this card got a 6. A little bit rough corner, off-centered, but a beautiful card. I want to try to get one a little bit better centered for my PC. This card I will be getting an upgrade. I got a CSG. Well, I thought it was supposed to be like a CSG 4 to 5, but I got a 5.5, a little bit higher, again, all my grades. But this I bought off of eBay, and I saw this, and the centering was gorgeous, right? So it's perfectly centered. Really, I mean, there's no creases I saw on it. So that's a great card that I bought for a very cheap price. This is another one I graded with CSG. I bought this one raw off of eBay. And this one I bought in a lot. And I used HGA. The one and only time I'll use HGA. Now, the thing about HGA is I just disagreed with the subgrades. And if you don't get the subgrades right, I mean, I think the card is probably should be around a 5 or a 6. But the corners should not be a 4. I don't know how they came up with this number. I mean, a 4 corners, I mean, they're not bad. Those are like the worst corners. The centering is kind of right, but the edges, I mean, that corner grade. And I got a couple of cards like this. It just wasn't this Hank Aaron. A couple of them just, I did not agree with the subgrades. So I think I'm just going to keep this card, but maybe I'll try to upgrade in the future. And this is a card I just bought, and I'm going to send this into grade when grading becomes cheap enough for me. This Hank Aaron, 1973. A little bit of corner. I mean, this card was beautiful. The person that sold it to me had it as excellent for the condition. I think it's better than that. And a lot of people, and that's why when I buy on eBay, when some people, when they undervalue their cards and they tell you like it's excellent and you know the card is maybe excellent mint, in that range, that you have a good seller that's really trying to be honest and overcritical of their cards. But the centering is great. I'm expecting maybe about a 6th grade for this card, maybe even a 7. So this will be going to one of my next submissions. Whoever lowers prices first and has a good turnaround time, that's what I'll use. A couple of other PCs. I'm going to do this one. There's 2 modern players I collect. Zac Gallen is one, and really the reason for this is when I first got back into collecting, there wasn't really packs, and I went online when Panini was having their white sparkle, and I bought 3 packs there when people are going crazy trying to buy them. They sold out pretty quickly. And in those white sparkle packs, I didn't know him before, there was 1 of 1s. And I got this graded with HGA. This one they got right. And I really liked how they matched the label to the card. So it looks really nice. And the card is a 1 of 1. So I don't really care what slab I have in it. I mean, there's only 1 of them. So if you don't like the condition of this card and you want this card, you can't get it now. It is a sticker auto, which bothers me. But I bought some of these 2020 Panini Prism. Only thing is I can get my hands on. They're fun to rip. And when I got this card, I started to watch some of his games. And I really like the way he pitches. Actually, he's doing pretty decent this season. He's got his ERA back under 3. So 2 really good games. And of course, when I do that, I have to buy some additional cards. And it's kind of funny. I did buy a 2020, I believe it was like the fast break where they had like the donut cards and things like that. And so it's just fate that I buy some of his cards, because I also got this one as well in another opening in the next box, and that's out of 15. And I also went on ComC and just bought some numbered cards. I think they're like $1 or $2 each. So some Bowman Chromes out of 99. All these are numbered, 150, 250. Just a regular Bowman, but I believe this one's out of 75. And 250. And this one I bought for like $8. This is cool. This is, again, another sticker auto. I got to get his on-card auto. But this is the holiday one. I believe it's out of 100. Now, another player I started to collect was Sandy here. So I had a few of these graded before. I had a double of this. I got this graded as well. So on my order for CSG, when I put out the video, I do have 6 Sandys, and he should win the Cy Young. And with his WAR, I believe his WAR is only Aaron Judge has higher than him this season. So, I mean, he should be a candidate for the MVP. But this is out of 250. And again, this is when grading was out of control. I grade on my own cards. So PSA was closed, so I had to find other places. So I graded this one with SGC. This one I bought, and that's out of 250. That's the Topps Chrome Rookie, the purple. This is the Blue Wave refractor. This is out of 150. I bought this one for $35 on ComC, so I think I could make my money back on this one. I think the last one sold for over 200. And again, I used HGA last time. They graded this card correct as well. The grade 9.5 Gem Mint, and this is the Gold Wave out of 50. And I could have got some more of these and some lower ones with the Topps Chrome, but I chickened out and I didn't go to the best buy. The bids. I could have got another $20, but back then I could have got another one of these, just the gold version, for $60. But I want to go above my 50. And unfortunately, I mean, those cards are probably worth 5-6 times the amount right now. So I'll just keep that HGA slab. I have some more coming with CSG. And I have some more coming for ComC. I have a ComC order coming as well. So I have more Sandies there. And I just have a bunch of other little numbered ones. The Bowman First, I believe, like some of these are numbered 250. Bowman First, that's the blue. That should be out of 150. This is not numbered, but this is his Bowman's first auto. And I picked up a lot of these off of ComC for like under $10 at the beginning of the year. So I saw him pitch a couple years ago, and that's why I picked up a lot of these. And I'm just like, he's one of the best pitchers I've ever seen. And I mean, he throws 99. It's easy, has great movement. And so I just became invested in him. Of course, pitchers, dangerous to become invested. I believe this one's out of 99. These are the Topps Inception. That's another parallel. I think these are numbered weird. It's like 230. Here is a Bowman's Best. Another auto. He must have signed probably, I mean, thousands of cards with on-card autos. And he did change his signature as well. So you can see how he shortened it. All right, I had to leave off there. My 7-year-old had to knock on the door to tell me something that wasn't very important. But I think I was just talking about these signatures. He shortened it quite a bit from his Bowman First in 2017 to now. Here's his archives. And I just bought a bunch of these numbered ones. Right, this is his Bowman Chrome. I should have bought a lot more, but I think a lot of people would go back in time and buy them as well. So I believe this is at $4.99. This is at $150. And I got 2 of these, both at $99. I do have a out of 99 auto coming back. And I had an extra. I put it on ComC. I sold it for like $60. I should have held it. Shouldn't have sold any of my Sandies. So I'll put this one up there. And the last thing that I want to show you is to show you that collecting can be cheap. Oh, wait. Did I show you this one? Yeah, they just keep on popping out everywhere. They're clearly authentic Sandy. So, Great. I grade a lot of cards, but I do collect so many raw cards from the 60s and the 70s. And one of the best values, in my opinion, is the early 70s. The stars like Jerry Lucas, Walt Frazier, Willis Reed, some of the early Knicks players when they had those super teams. And one player that's overlooked quite a bit, and I'll show you his rookie, is Dave DeBusschere. Now, a lot of people don't know about Dave DeBusschere is he started as a baseball player, and he played basketball as well. So you can buy these, and this is his rookie, just 1963, and this is just like the Pete Rose rookie, which is a super expensive card. But Dave DeBusschere here, his rookie card of a Hall of Fame basketball player. Not only that, he made the top 50 when they did the 50 best basketball players, and he was also on the NBA 75th anniversary, the 75 best players. I think they did 76 and gave Lillard a nomination there for some reason. But with Dave DeBusschere, you can buy this rookie card for a few dollars, $2 to $3. I think I got this one for $2 off of ComC. Now the cool thing about this is he just doesn't have one rookie card. He has two different versions of it, where one says 1962 and the other one says 1963. So for a couple of dollars, you get a Hall of Fame rookie card. I don't understand why this card isn't more valuable or sought after. And it doesn't take a lot of effort to go through and just buy every single major solo Dave DeBusschere card. So he had two more baseball before basketball. So this is his 1964. Maybe I should grade these someday when grading becomes really cheap. I try to buy really nice centered versions. This is his 1965. And he was a really good pitcher as well. Got some stats as well, so you can take a look at that. And on ComC, I saw a rookie, so I bought it. And I saw another one. I was like, which one's a better condition? I don't know. Just buy them both. Because I think they're only about $10. So maybe if grading becomes cheaper, I'll go ahead and grade one of these for my Hall of Famer PC. So that's the 1969. Here's 1970, the other tall boy. Then he had a 1971 version. And these are all his base cards that were ever made by major brands there. 1972, I love this set. This is a beautiful version of that card. And this is his regular card for the 1973-74. They had all-stars for some of those players. And this is all his major cards. They do have, like, from the 1970 set, they do have a card of the, like, NBA Finals, him against somebody else. The one card I do want to get is the Icy Bear, Dave DeBusschere. So that's going to be one of my next purchases. I want to get that one. I love that set. I might want to try to put that set together. So grading itself, I don't do it for all the cards, so I always put out videos about grading. But I do have a very large raw collection, thousands of top loaders of cards that I don't think are good enough to grade or not that valuable. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Maybe it gave you some ideas how to grade or how to buy some cards and start some projects. My big project I have is my favorite basketball player growing up. I'll talk about that. Some other video was Rick Schmitz. And I'm trying to collect every single card of his that I possibly can. And I have each of his cards, even the common cards, like of a 1992 Fleer. I have that in a top loader. So if people are interested, I'll show you that video sometime of my Schmitz collection. And put down below in the comments if you collect any of these, or if you actually do have a Dave DeBusschere baseball rookie, or even knew it existed. I hope everybody has a great day.